I was telling you guys in the last couple weeks
Oh yeah,
that
know
I
what
have
you're talking
been
about.
attempting to join the Heaven's Gate cult. Now they're claiming that the cult ended with a giant mass suicide back in 1997 or so. Now, of
Yes.
course, we all remember that. Do you remember
I
where
do.
you were when that happened? I actually do. It's weird. They were
Shit, no. I don't
was,
even know where I was. Was 97?
yeah, 97.
Ah,
so I
fuck,
was like, 12, 13.
I
Something.
might have been in Detroit.
And I was. It was like that last year.
Gang banging.
It was that last year of like where you could reasonably have a sleepover and they didn't think you were all trying to drink and do drugs or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So we were having a sleepover and I think we were huffing something that we got out of the
Obviously.
garage and we had a paper bag and stuff
Yeah.
and we had
A
made a giant
rag.
fire in the yard and got yelled at and whatever. But then we got these like lollipop guns, right? And so they would spin. They were in the shape of a gun. They were made to look like guns. And the old lollipop Rooney would come out the end, and it would spin. So you're meant to.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
When you pulled the trigger.
Yeah, it was like,
So-
yeah, you
so
could like
you're
it
meant
made
to
you
put
lick them.
It was very odd to me looking back. But anyways, when you got them in the package in the dark of a suburban neighborhood,
They
they
looked
could
like
kind of
guns.
look like guns. So the night that the Heaven's Gate people killed themselves, me and my stupid friends were hiding in the bushes around our neighborhood, and when cars were driving by, we were jumping out with our fake guns to scare people.
Yeah.
Like just no survival instincts, just totally naive.
That's not smart.
Grew up in Downers Grove, don't understand
That somebody might actually
danger
yeah,
at all. But so I remember
Brilliant.
that was the night, and we were looking at the Hale-Bopp comet. I'm like, hey, look at that thing.
Yeah, the Hale-Bopp comet. I don't
That's
remember,
where the
but if it was
spaceship
97,
was.
let me try to place myself some time in history.
Okay.
So 93, I was down here. 94, I was down here. 95.
I
okay,
didn't
so-
realize he was going to start with a list of
Yeah,
slow
of
list,
years.
Grandpa Simpson list
Yeah.
of years.
And that was the year
yeah.
that I 97. I
Okay.
must have. I was in Detroit.
Why don't you piece that
I
together,
was
and
in
I'll
Detroit.
update people on my correspondence with the Heaven's Gate cult. All right.
And in 97. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
fuck.
That better not be Andrew Critchlow. Listen,
Oh, but it is.
I read this to you guys last time. I'm going to just kind of recap. I mean, just answer it. And, yeah.
It's Andrew.
Oh, don't answer it. Okay. The group came to
You're
an
in the
end.
doghouse,
Here's
sir.
what they told me when I asked to join. The group came to an end in 1997. There is nothing to join, and there are no members. You can study the information for next time. I said, but the ideas are still sound. Can we not rebuild? Because this is our plan. Is we're gonna do some.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
We're gonna
to
do
get,
some early '90s Geraldo kind of
Yeah.
journalism on the Heaven's Gate cult and what remains of them.
Among
Which-
other things, actually, we have some actual journalism that's possibly going to be coming up that we're going to be doing. So stay tuned
Tom
for
wants
that.
to follow homeless people.
Hey, don't fucking blow. You always blow it. There's
What?
never any mystery. Like, who cares?
Yeah, they're not,
I do.
There's
I don't care if they do. I do.
All right, fine.
Don't fucking blow
Tell me
it.
it's a secret then. I didn't know that was a secret.
Everything's a secret.
That-
Anything I tell you is a
you know,
secret.
it's-
Always.
You're not being very even keel right now.
I'm not. I'm out of even keel mode. I'm back to fucking.
Look, can I? Let me just finish this really quick, and then we can just do it because I blew the thing already, and we'll just go straight to that, and then
Do what?
the secret plan. What are you don't you want to tell people about it? Or
No. Not
Oh,
until
okay.
it's done.
I thought the whole
No,
point
no, no.
of it was to tell everyone right
no.
up front.
Why would we do that? Because whenever we do that,
I'm
then
just
we
kidding,
don't
'cause
follow
it's a secret
through.
plan. Okay.
And then we look like assholes.
Yeah. When's the barbecue, by the way?
Exactly.
Oh.
So yeah, that's why I don't want anyone to know, but I hint at it. All right. Anyways, this is just me and Vinny fighting about idiot shit. All
Listen,
right. What do we got?
I'm refusing to engage. I'm just kidding.
I'll
Listen,
get you there.
I did not know he was planning on return. Oh shit! Sorry, I skipped one. Okay, so I said, but the ideas are still sound. Can we not rebuild? That's what I'm pretending I want to join the cult. Not until Doe returns in the future. They said.
Yeah. Which
So-
Doe was the old man.
Doe was the old man that you see with the crazy eyes.
Yeah.
That
That looked very similar to Jay
Cordich.
Cordich, the juice man, to me.
I don't know who that is. Who's that?
He was an infomercial guy that sold the power juicer or whatever the fuck. He had the long eyebrows.
Put a side by side of those people up there.
Yeah.
See,
Hello,
all right.
Katie.
I said I did not know he was planning on returning. This is wonderful news. I need to find out more. And then they just keep trying to get me to watch the videos. And I keep saying, okay, I'm watching the videos again now. Lie. I'm curious, though. Who am I conversing with? If there's no longer any group to speak of, I don't understand who is maintaining the website. Just curious. We joined the group in the beginning of 1975.
Oh shit!
And have
these
remained-
motherfuckers are old.
Yeah, and have remained with or associated with it for 47 years. There is still no group to join. It has been over for a long time. We disseminate the information to the world. So
So we're getting there.
I no, but then so I keep trying, and I say, okay, thanks for the information. I guess I was hoping to find other like-minded. It's just a bunch of bullshit, blah blah blah. And they're like, there are a few others out there, but we don't hear much from them.
Ooh.
So what does that mean?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So there are a few others out there. Who are they?
Yeah. Well, we need to find out. Yeah. So okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's what's the next correspondence?
They said
that we'll
we just
put?
study the information. No, so I have more. And I said,
okay.
Oh, that is a shame. I've been talking to them all week. I was like, that is a shame. Do you miss the days when there was an earthly group to connect to? I was too young then, but looking back, it seems so nice. And they just said, no. We study the information that is active online. So here's who people.
Heaven's Gate. All right. So that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where we're at so far. So give us your suggestions.
yeah.
in the
What do we?
comments.
What's the next?
What do you think we should say next to the
Yeah.
Heaven's Gate cult?
Hey.
Have you or your family members ever joined a cult? Just dial of 0615. That's
Hey,
of
the,
the word.
the fifth caller is going to be able to pick the line. It's going out to Heaven's Gate next.
Yeah, right. Actually, that's true. That's what we're doing. The fifth caller gets to decide.
Yeah, gets to decide what we say
the next
next
email
to
I
the
send to
Heaven's
Heaven's Gate is. Yeah. All right. That's what we're doing.
And we'll take the idea, but we may have to curate or manicure it a little bit because we don't want to
No,
fucking
because
drop
they're
the
being-
whole thing out.
They're not. We're not
I know,
gonna get
but
anywhere
dude,
with this
tenacity.
anyways.
We'll get there. I
don't
swear to
know.
God, we will, man.
At this point, they're already getting.
All right, let me
annoyed.
take it over.
Okay.
I'll
that's
just see
fine.
if I can. I don't know. I mean, no promises.
Well, what about
obviously.
the fifth caller?
Yeah, but
we
no.
just
Well,
established-
yeah, no.
We're just the biggest liars of all time.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the barbecue we claimed we're going to have.
Ah,
It seems like it's just a big
mayors.
pain in the ass. We pretended we were going to elect a mayor.
We are still.
It wasn't fun because no one else
Yeah,
ran,
it was
you know?
one dude that yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways,
Listen.
all right, fifth caller.
Fifth caller decides what the next email we send to the Heaven's Gate call.
and that's
Anyways,
and that's cumulative over episodes because nobody calls in.
so I found
So-
out who it is though.
Who that you're
Oh,
talking
yeah,
to?
it'll be 3 or 4 episodes, yeah, because it's just one guy calling us over
yeah.
and over.
And you don't.
Um,
yeah, that doesn't count.
That doesn't count. So I guess this is people Mark and Sarah White, right? And it wasn't too hard to figure out. It's pretty obvious. They were the ones that were left behind to disseminate information.
okay.
When all the other, I think it was like 38
Fools.
people, the only people who have ever gone to heaven, by the way.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're the only people who have
Just
ever
those
actually pulled
38?
it off. Yeah. But I was wondering about the dude, Marshall Applewhite, like where he came from and shit. And so I did a whole bunch of reading on him, and it kind of made a little more sense.
This is the old man, the leader that always was on the video.
Yeah.
Doe.
Yeah, Doe. So, well, first of all, these
Yeah.
Mark and Sarah White, they like pretend to be all
Ray and me.
like mysterious, and they won't tell anyone their name and stuff. And they've started a foundation to like do everything through, you know. And
Yeah.
it's just
It's all
it's
shady.
called Tela. I don't know how to say it.
Oh.
It's TELAH, the evolutionary level above human.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
heard that word before
Oh,
in other
really?
contexts. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
in that context,
It's
and like
probably-
the alien
is it some
sort
just,
of.
like new age word or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'll have to think about it. But first, I'll try and remember where I was in '97
But yeah,
because
so
that still hasn't happened.
you see, if you want, actually, you could pull up if you just look on YouTube for Marshall Applewhite or something, just so people can kind of see what he looks like, or
Sure.
wherever you get it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you see dudes that are like this insane and truly do believe that they're going to go, you know, somehow. This thing, it still never made any sense to me personally, but that they're going to like drink poison and go, yeah.
This dude looked fucking great.
That they're going to drink poison, and there he is. Just show all of those. Yeah. Just show the whole page. That's great. What a fucking collage. That's amazing.
Yeah, I should just show that page also.
Yeah. So, anyways,
Yeah, here, I'll just full screen this whole fucking thing.
when a dude is this crazy, you wonder like, how did he ever function in life and get to this point? But you know, it seems like, I don't know. It seems like he may not have always been nuts because he did all kinds of shit. I've made a few
There
notes.
he
I was
is.
hoping this would be fresher in my mind and I would just talk about
Marshall
it.
Applewhite.
But, yeah, look at this fucking loony bin.
Let's take a couple. Let's
All right,
get rid of
so-
this one.
so, yeah.
Is this a sketch? Oh, somebody painted him or a print.
Oh, I'm sure many people have. He's a fascinating
I want to
man.
see this one. Man,
Worthy of...
he should not have given up that hairdo. Oh, I guess he didn't have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like God cut his hair for him, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow, yeah. That he does have like a whole hat of hair going over the front. Like,
Yeah, and then there was none.
But okay, so listen.
Fine.
I was just gonna let you know about some of the stuff he actually
Yeah,
did.
go.
Though. Like he had a bachelor's in philosophy. He was a yeah. He did whatever. I'll kind of glaze over it. He did all kinds of military service. He had a master's degree in music.
Really?
And so this is kind of where so he was born to a pretty strict Presbyterian preacher, I think it was, in Texas, right, in the 30s, and had a pretty strict upbringing and all of that kind of shit, and had kind of set out to, with all the philosophy stuff, and then he was studying theology and blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, and he had thought about becoming, what is it? Is the word preacher, is that what I'm thinking of? Or
Sure.
priest, or whatever the fuck? I
Yeah,
don't know.
pastor
Or a pastor, or
whatever.
whatever. I don't know. So he
fucking
wanted to
same.
do some of that kind of shit, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously that's one of his interests. And but what ends up happening is he gets interested in music, gets a whole degree, master's in music, I think in, where was it, Colorado, goes out to New York. Now here's where he tries to become a professional gigging singer.
This is the picture I'm
Studio
keeping.
singer, nice, yeah.
Yeah.
That's him young. So look, that's what I mean. Like he almost looks relatively normal at one point, right?
Well.
So he has a failed music career.
He looks like Captain Kangaroo's little brother. Nobody remembers that guy, but
Yeah,
yeah, he
I
was.
can't help you out with that.
No, Mike can.
But okay, so he has a failed music career, which is like join the club.
Yeah,
you know,
every one of
whatever.
those fucking whack jobs.
Well, almost everyone.
Oh, yeah, and
that
anyone
that I've
yeah,
ever
yeah,
met
yeah,
does,
for
you
sure.
know. And,
Yeah.
So he's got lands down at the University of Alabama and ends up teaching. Now here is where it gets a little interesting because it seems that he was fired for pursuing a sexual relationship with a male student.
Ooh,
Yeah.
spicy. Suddenly got a little sugar in the tank.
And
This
this
story
is,
did.
I didn't write the years down.
damn.
I think this was in early 70s, say, something like that. So
Got
we're
a
not
little
talking,
hot and sweet.
what does that mean?
This story. This story.
This term freaking me out. But no, so he has a relationship with one of his students. He gets fired, leads to a divorce. He was married to
Sure.
a nice lady and everything at this time.
Oh.
Leads to a divorce.
She probably wasn't nice.
No, she was probably another nutcase.
Yeah.
She's
She's married to.
You know what?
She's married to
The whole thing
Applewhite.
the whole thing was probably her fault.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it squarely in her fucking court.
But so anyways, right? His father disowns him at this point. Now this is
How old is he? He's married. Who gives a fuck? Why would you?
well because I mean it's not like he kicked him out of the house. I'm saying. But
Oh yeah,
like
just like I don't want anything to do with you.
I like your response. Like, who gives a shit if your father disowns you? I don't fucking need that guy.
Yeah. I don't want to talk to you, Dad.
Yeah. So he ends up in a big depression. Pretty much ends up ruined. Somehow lands at the music department in Houston. Ends up with another job. Apparently he's pretty well liked around
Banging
there.
boys.
And then, well, it's widely speculated that because he apparently got real weird at the end and then just took off and left town and ran off to New Mexico to run a deli. And that's not even something I made up. That's actually what he did. And I know it just sounds like a thing I would just say, but it was true. So yeah, so he apparently there was rumors about another relationship with a male student, blah blah blah, whatever. Nobody's quite sure. Goes and runs a fucking deli in New Mexico. And decides after a year of doing that he needs to get back to his family, his parents, all of that, and wants to kind of repair his relationship with his dad. And anyways, so he goes back to Texas to his hometown.
And this is, I'm using the narration to
Yeah.
picture. This is his life is being shattered right now.
Right? Yeah. This is
This is where he had his psychotic
You know
split.
what? That's how he felt inside.
Yeah,
Probably,
right now,
you know,
when he was in New
when you
Mexico
think
running
about
that
it.
deli,
Yeah.
he was lost. He felt like multiple.
Inside us all is
yeah.
3 Marshall
Or-
Applewhites.
or 3.
Yeah.
There are 3 white eyes in each one of us.
So, all right, hold on. So, because I just want to get through this
Yeah.
before because I hate kind of just reading off of this, but but anyways, whatever. He let's see, he went. Oh yeah, okay. So he goes back to rekindle his relationship with his parents, his family,
Okay.
whatever, blah blah blah. Hoping because he had lived as an openly gay man now for a while
Sure.
and done all this stuff, and his dad was like, "Fuck you," you know. So now he's gonna
that's
go back and try to convince him.
You
And
hate to see it.
yeah, well, it was Texas in the
Yeah,
fucking.
in the
his
fucking
dad
70s.
was born in like 1905, probably. You know,
Yeah.
so what do you expect? You know.
Yeah, I wonder
mean,
what they called him then.
Oh boy. Yeah, it wasn't homosexual.
I
I'll tell you
know.
that,
I don't even
no.
think it was gay or any
I don't
of the
think
classics.
they said gay then for that.
No, I don't even think
'cause
it was the,
Otherwise, it wouldn't have been in so many like songs and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. What
Yeah.
did they say?
I don't
We'll
know.
Look that up. All right, somebody
Yeah.
start putting 1800s and early 1900s gay slurs in the chat, please.
Yeah. I
so-
don't think those will even be caught by an algorithm. So
No,
go
we
for
can
it.
do that. We can do that all day. Go ahead
Yeah,
and
this
get.
is for research purposes. Facebook, chill out.
And I'm not kidding. Do that. I want
Yeah.
to see. All right. um, so he gets back there, and shortly after he gets there, his father dies
Oh,
tragically.
Jesus.
Right?
Banging
So,
a pig. Just kidding, go.
He went out doing what he loved. Yeah, but so he ends up now in like complete financial and mental ruin. Ends up in a psychiatric hospital.
Oh, okay.
Now that's where he meets
Where this
the
picture
lady.
comes in.
So the lady that he ended up starting the cult with,
Yeah.
her name is T. Now get this.
T?
Well, that's what they called her because he's Do and she's T. Do, T, La, something probably.
Do re mi fa.
I think it has something to do with that.
They just
and,
fucked it up.
I don't know. I can't remember everything I've read about these people, but because it's all total insanity. It's
Yeah,
hard to,
this already
it's
sounds
it's hard to make it stick.
very
kind of,
difficult.
yeah. So, anyways, her real name's Bonnie Nettles. Okay, that's her name.
Well, I would
Now,
have been called T also.
He's a fucking psycho locked away in this place, and she is a nurse. All right, did you
Yeah.
know that?
She's a nurse?
Yeah.
I did not.
So he pulls off the fucking mental patient nurse.
That's hot.
Relationship. I mean, that's nearly impossible, don't you think?
I mean, for him, for sure.
I mean, just in turn. Well, I'm sure. I'm sure it happens the other way. I'm taking male.
Yeah.
Patient
Oh yeah. If it's a
to
female,
female nurse,
patient,
yeah,
that's
they're
You're
getting fucked
You got to
all the
watch
time.
your back.
Yeah.
Anyways, if there's male nurses around,
I know.
got-
yeah.
you gotta-
do not
yeah,
want to
that's
be in
his-
there.
no.
So
I've never trusted
we're
nurses.
just saying this and laughing but what I'm saying is it's easy for the female patient
yeah,
to get the guy.
it's easy for
nurse.
a female to get any guy. Guys
fuck
are
her.
idiots
Right.
and desperate.
The other way
And
around.
all they want to do is
whatever.
fuck. Yeah, I know what you're
We
saying.
get
Though.
it.
It's
So, anyways, he pulls that off
it's
somehow.
that's a tough one.
And
For
then they start bumming around trying to start this cult and shit, right? So they're
So did they believe it?
I don't know. So it's kind of unclear when I'm reading exactly how they formulated their thoughts and texts and whatever.
because-
but
yeah.
all we really know for sure, I think. I mean, somebody else might know more about this. For sure they do. But
Nope.
but I'm going with what
You're
I got
the-
here. So
you're the-
well, I'm going with what I read at work the other day, and and so they're basically just combining a bunch of kind of Old Testament stuff with UFO and New Age kind of ideas, and kind of just coming up with their own fire and brimstone sort of story. Is the whole idea, which is a rough,
Much like L. Ron Hubbard.
it's a kind of
Sci-fi-ish.
I don't know if they had the same sort of controlling and I guess they did make everyone kill themselves.
Yeah, that's
pretty
pretty. I mean, it's like the
manipulative, yeah, it's-
epitome of controlling. I think is like, hey, you gotta kill yourself. You're gonna have to kill yourself.
Downright inconsiderate, really.
It really
now that I
is.
think
It's
about it.
disrespectful.
But no, so they start bumming around, right? They're having trouble. They pick up one or two people, whatever.
Yeah.
A couple of whack jobs, and they're kind of just hanging out, talking about their ideas, and just being nuts in a room somewhere. That's kind of and
In the time of
and pulling scams
acid.
and stuff. And eventually, he ends up going to prison for just renting a car and just never returning it, and just
Oh,
driving it
you
around.
can't do that?
forever. So
Fuck.
they end up catching him after a few months or whatever, and he ends up going to prison. Now this is where he fucking learns from the con men in prison. They think is where he honed this skill because he had all the like theological bullshit ready to go,
Yeah.
and he was trying to, formulate his strategy to actually
Form
to
the
rope
cult.
people in.
Yeah.
So he
yeah.
went to prison for I
yeah,
think
that's where you
a year or
learn
two, whatever.
manipulation.
I forget how long he was in there, but
Yeah.
6 months to a year and a half, something like that, I think. And he's in there, learns the whole con techniques and blah, blah, blah. Then they go out, they start traveling the West Coast, like Oregon, California, finding a bunch of fucking weirdos. Then it starts picking up. And then once you have like 10 people, it's a lot easier to get one more.
Oh, yeah,
once
yeah,
they
yeah.
see
Oh,
other
yeah, it's
people are
social
into it.
proof.
Yeah, so now the plan, for some reason, and everybody knows, I mean, whatever, we don't have to talk about them forever, but there's some of them were actually castrated.
Yeah, they had to cut their balls off.
Well, so he had, here's what I think, and I'm sure I'm not the first one to come to this conclusion, but because of his
might be.
His like confusing and painful sexual life,
Yeah, he was just mad at his nuts.
he was just mad at sex, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's just like, it's fucking no good.
Yeah,
And
we're not doing it.
nobody
Not in this
should do
cult.
it. Yeah, nobody should do it. It is one of the
Not in this
one
one.
of the rare cults where I haven't seen anything about like, oh, but he says that, but he's secretly
Yeah,
fucking
so- yeah,
everyone.
yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean,
Well, he seemed to have a predilection for the boys.
yeah. So,
But then he got this nurse, and now he's gallivanting around the countryside, fucking starting a cult with a nurse, a female.
right.
So apparently he really just didn't have a preference. He just liked to fuck.
I think he pretty much would just be around anyone who would be around
Yeah.
him.
Oh, one of them.
By the time he was at this place.
No,
you know,
not
like,
at this
yeah.
point. Look at this, man. Now, this is a day. I could see if it's at this time, I'd follow that guy.
I'd follow him
I'd
to
probably-
the ends of the earth,
Ends of the
to
galaxy.
the ends of the comet and beyond.
Yeah, the cosmos.
Man, what if they
Also,
are?
I'd probably cut off one nut.
And by the way, if you're going to heaven, why is there like a UFO involved? Is it taking you there?
Yeah, is heaven a different planet? Like,
Yeah.
like is that
he
the
did,
idea?
So I did watch. Now, okay, don't worry about this too much. But I did watch a lot of their videos.
And now
'cause
you're
they kept-
believing them.
Well, when I was emailing back and forth, they kept telling me to do that. So I'm like, all right, fine. So eventually I did
Vinny's
watch.
gotten roped into the cult.
I wasn't like believing it.
Sure.
I was enjoying it. I was so he does talk a lot about in there about how heaven is an actual physical place. So they do believe that.
Oh, I'm
so I
sure
guess
he
the UFO
does.
does take you there. Now that I think about it. And yeah, the answers were in my mind all along because I have been watching a lot of this. That was another thing I thought about. Like, should we watch some
Ooh,
of
is
the
this
videos
her?
on the show?
Bonnie Nettles.
Yeah. But it's honestly, I mean, you could pull them, but it's like they're slow, they're droning. It's just it's for fucking 10 hours, just the same kind of just nonsensical.
Oh, the
flow.
videos? Yeah, I believe that.
I mean, so you guys can check them out for yourself. I didn't think it would really work on the show, but anyways, okay. So he gets out of prison. They, they start getting all their followers, blah, blah, blah. The rest is history.
Yeah.
38 people end up dead wearing fucking
Yeah, with their balls cut off and
hoods over their heads and shit. And
Didn't
yeah.
they have? That was the one with the Nikes, right?
Yeah,
Or
they
was
were all
that-
wearing the same shoes.
Purple Nikes.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess this is just a thing we decided in 2022 we needed to talk about the Heaven's Gate cult for like 5 episodes in a row.
Dude, I'm still trying to get in
Yeah.
there, man. Fifth
I know.
caller. Hey, fifth caller, call him up, dial him up, and the fifth caller is going to tell us what our next correspondence with the Heaven's Gate cult is going to be. So,
Yeah, or you can put your suggestions in the chat or whatever. Let me see.
Yeah.
Did people put old timey?
I think somebody said light in the loafers. Now, yes.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
judges. I want to ding, 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 because the judges will accept that, apparently.
Let's see.
Of 061
Yeah, I don't
pi,
see
go
any other.
ahead.
I don't see any other ones. But whatever. Okay, so that's your update on the Heaven's Gate cult. And that's why that guy's weird, is because everybody was yelling at him and he just, gets fired for having sex with people, and I think he went nuts. It would, back then too. Like, it was pretty much his life was pretty much ruined, and he was like,
Yeah, by doing what, though? Which part?
when he got fired, he was in Alabama and he got fired for fucking his students.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, don't do that.
Right, it's unethical.
It's not. Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, I have a
Yeah.
little thing that I don't know if you knew this, but